While Ajax cannot decide to whom they should sell their young talents, and Ousmane Dembele feels more and more offended by Barcelona, Chelsea managed to complete their first top signing of this winter. The first week of the winter transfer window is coming to an end, so it is time to take a look at the major deals and rumors of recent days. Subscribe to Football Geeks and let's geek them out. The saga of Christian Pulisic's transfer has been officially ended. As we have already mentioned in the previous releases, the probability of a young winger's move was almost 100%, and the uncertainty was only in the price and the terms of the upcoming deal. The Londoners paid 64 million euros for the American, which is quite a lot considering that the young midfielder had only a year and a half left under the Borussia contract. In addition, the clubs agreed to loan the player back to the camp of Dortmund for the remaining half of the season. Christian Pulisic became the third most expensive purchase in the history of Chelsea after Kepa Arrizabalaga and Alvaro Morata. Among other interesting transfers, it is worth noting the return of Samir Nasri to EPL as a free agent. It seemed that the Frenchman will never return to the top level, but West Ham gave Samir one more chance to prove his proficiency. The truth is that the ex-Man City and Arsenal star has only 6 months to justify this transfer. Dominic Solanke officially moved from Liverpool to Bournemouth for 21 million euros. Solanke is a graduate of Chelsea. In the summer of 2017, the Englishman moved to Liverpool, for which he scored 1 goal and gave 2 assists in 21 matches in the Premier League. This season, the 21-year-old forward has not played a single match for Liverpool. This transfer is also interesting because it allegedly hints at a possible departure of Callum Wilson from Bournemouth, which we'll talk about later. Now let's take a look at La Liga. The Spanish clubs will definitely conduct several high-profile transfers this winter, but there are few confirmed deals so far. Valencia defender Jason Murillo signed an agreement with Barcelona before the opening of the January window. The 26-year-old centre-back will be playing for the Catalan club until the end of the season. After the expiration of the loan term, Blaugranes will be allowed to buy Murillo for 25 million euros. The transfer looks more forced than planned, due to serious injuries of the defender Thomas Vermaelen and Samuel Umtiti. The last transfer you should pay attention to is the move of Lucas Paqueta from the Brazilian Flamengo to Milan for 35 million euros. However, it cannot be called a full transfer because the deal between the clubs was agreed several months ago. Under the signed agreement, the player could move to Europe only in January. Expected deals and rumors. In the nearest future, we should expect a number of interesting moves. In the Premier League, Chelsea will continue to be the main incentive for local journalists to write a few new lines. It is expected that in the coming days, Fabregas will complete a transfer to Monaco. Earlier, it was reported that the main contender for the Spaniard is Milan, but Les Monegasques has a weighty argument in the form of 10 million bonuses for Cesc. Gary Cahill and Victor Moses do not get playing time under Maurizio Sarri and are likely to leave Chelsea this winter. At the same time, Callum Hudson-Odoi seriously caught on the opportunity to move to Bayern Munich, who are very interested in the player and are rumored to have recently made the new even more profitable offer to Chelsea in the amount of 30 million euros. The Londoners do not deny the availability of offers for Odoi, but believe that the talented midfielder will remain in the club. In turn, the Blues apparently have completely abandoned the idea of Higuain signing and will concentrate all their efforts on the Bournemouth striker Callum Wilson. At the same time, the fate of Aaron Ramsey will be decided in a matter of days. Italian media report that the Welsh footballer has already signed a 4-year preliminary contract with the Bianconeri. Arsenal is not going to release the player in the middle of the season, and most likely, Aaron will move to Juventus in the summer as a free agent. No less hot deals await us in Spain. The Catalans have denied having a preliminary agreement with the French midfielder Adrien Rabiot. Evidently, this transfer is just a matter of time. According to recent rumors, the Frenchman rejected Liverpool and Tottenham in order to move to Camp Nou. Blaugranes also remained the main contender for many talents in Europe, as the team needs to refresh some of the positions that aged players take. The Spanish press names among the main objectives the young stars of Ajax, namely Frankie de Jong and Matthijs de Ligt. Everything is quite complicated at Real Madrid camp, while new rumors arise every minute. Among the freshest reports is a potential substitute for Modric in the face of Tottenham's playmaker Christian Eriksen. We do not deny the possibility of such a deal, but it is more plausible next summer. The only thing that can be said for sure is that goalkeeper Keylor Navas is not going to leave the team this winter, despite all the talks that sent him to Arsenal. Earlier, Football Geeks predicted that the transfer of Lucas Hernandez is a settled matter, as Bayern Munich are ready to activate the buyout clause in the amount of 80 million euros and tie hands to Colchoneros. But Atletico Madrid is taking steps to keep defender Lucas Hernandez until the end of the current season. Recently, there were rumors that the club is ready to reduce the price if Bayern postpones the transfer till the summer of 2019. Atletico is a rather difficult situation with defenders. Felipe Luis is likely to leave the team in the summer as free agent, while Diego Godin cannot agree the extension of the contract with the club and can also leave for free in just 6 months. Thank you for being with us today. Subscribe to Football Geeks in order not to miss the next transfer digest. The market is in full swing and costly signings are going to be heard throughout Europe. Check out the rest of the episodes suggested on the screen, and we'll see you soon.